week, I guess it was about 2 weeks ago, I was framing this work, is I was looking outside and watching water conditions that I hadn't seen before, and I'm thinking, God, I need to go out and shoot. But if I don't get this show created up today, it's not going to get there in time. You know, so it's and the battery on the camera was dead, and all those other kinds of things. So it's like, okay, it's not meant to be. There will be another kind of collection of moments. And so, you know, so I started working on this more and more, and I've been working on this project about 1.5 years. And what I find interesting now is all of the color that you see in these images is color that's really there. I mean, it's not. If you looked at the raw files, they're a little duller, a little flatter, but the color is all there, and it's color that's reflected from the sky. It's sunlight streaming into the water. It's backlit. It's all these different kinds of things. And what I find now that I'm sort of tuned to the water is I really see those colors when I'm shooting. And I'm starting to be able to pick out and to look at the water and say, oh, you know, there's nothing really going on here today. There's nothing interesting and reflecting in the water, even though the waves are sort of interesting and they're moving by rapidly and there's some interesting wave formations. The color quality isn't there, and so I don't shoot on that day. Or sometimes I do, you know. It's
in photography, you shoot and film, though, right?
Black and white photography, I work in film, right?
Okay, let's talk about those a little bit.
Sure.
I noticed that within them you have like a soft focus that is around the main subject,
right.
Which appears to be in the sharp focus.
Right.
First, I guess, what's the inspiration for that, and then what's the technique?
The inspiration for that, I think, is a little bit sort of the whole toy camera genre of working that's popular right now, where you use a Holga camera or other kinds of plastic cameras to render things that are sort of soft and out of focus, and I like that look. I mean, it goes back to the putting Vaseline on the lens that fashion photographers did 100 years ago to soften things, or using soft tars and different kinds of filters. So that's a little bit where that general aesthetic came from, but I like.
He does the photography, the black and white photography, but he also does the color, digital photography in the slow motion. He lives on the water. It's very apparent. He's very in tune with the water. And we were just talking about how it transforms. You know, one minute we like one, and the other minute we like the other. But it really depends on our mood, and or maybe where we are right now, and then where we want to be, in the future, and how it's really going to affect our lives, and how we're moved by this photograph, and it really embraces where we want to be. And he's very talented, and I'm very impressed with his art. So thank you for it. It's just an amazing show, and people should be able to come to this.